What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I know as of me recording this, it's been a minute since I've actually uploaded a video. I've decided that from now until the near future that though instead of doing weekly My Hero Academia recussions, I'm going to be doing them bi-weekly just because I don't know, just to give a little bit more room up until a certain point. That might change in the time being, but for the time being, you can expect pretty much a double chapter or double recussion for My Hero Academia for the near future, up until I decide to go back to doing weekly. We're not here to talk about My Hero Academia. We are here to talk about chapter 138 of Attack on Titan. So, let's just go ahead and hop right on over and we'll get to it in a minute. Today, as of me recording this, it is 1:25 in the morning, March 6th. Yesterday was March 5th, obviously. So a lot of the leaks for this chapter came out, and it was 50-50. From what I've been seeing on Twitter, it was 50-50. Either you enjoyed the chapter and loved it, or you just downright despised it. I followed a few people who I'm mutuals with who absolutely despised it. I am not here to change their mind. If these last two chapters, 138 and 137, if you hated it and nothing will make you change your mind, that's fine. You are allowed to hate this series. You're allowed to hate these last two chapters. I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong or you're right or anything like this. But I am here to say that for me, I kind of can't, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to pretty much a lot of the stuff that I talk about, I tend to be a little bit more on the positive side than a lot of people. I don't really necessarily look at this with a critical mindset. I think I've said this before several times. I'm more of how does this particular thing make me feel? And then I talk about this like, will I be the first to admit that yes, some things could have been done better. This shit broke my heart. And not in the way you might think, like, oh, this chapter was so bad that I hate this series now. No, this just hurt, man. This hurt so badly. Like, I'm gonna do what I normally do and just have it here so that way I can just go through it and refresh myself. But man, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I kind of went into this chapter expecting to hate it because a few of the people that have talked about this chapter who said that they were very disappointed in, for the most part, I trust their word. I'm like, damn, if they say they don't like it, then it might not be that good. But, again, that's the beauty of manga, anime, all this other stuff. Opinions are different. They did not like this chapter. So it pretty much picks up with the rumbling, right? People are getting trampled. The Marleyans and the Paradise demons, Jean, Connie, Mikasa, Levi, all them. They're flying on they're on the flying Titan. The rumbling stopped. They managed to, after killing Zeke in the last chapter, which I think I already said spoilers, if not spoilers for the last two chapters of Attack on Titan, or 137, 138. Zeke was killed by Levi, and because of that, pretty much the bloodline of the founding Titan basically was destroyed. The bones disappeared, the rumbling stopped. They realized, they were like, oh, Aaron's dead, and Mikasa, because she's an Ackerman, she's been kind of like sworn to protect somebody. Honestly, I don't even remember exactly how the Ackerman bloodline works. She's starting to get these headaches again, and they're just looking. Gabby is looking. She finds her parents. Everybody just kind of like reunited. Annie, Peak, Falco, that's his name. Falco. They're all being reunited with their families. Connie's basically saying, we have our regrets, but we stopped the rumbling, for sure. And he's like, how did you get here? And believe this is Reiner's mom saying that Mr. Leonhardt led us all here. Your dad, he led us here. And she's like, just go. And he starts running towards her dad. And Gabby's basically saying, Reiner's still fighting. And she's like, yeah, I saw. And Shiny Centipede still... Where's Reiner? So we see Armin climbing up. Reiner is just pounded into the ground. Basically saying he's okay. Aaron's still alive after the explosion. And they're basically saying it's too dangerous to leave alive. We don't know what this is. There's another explosion. So it's Aaron doing Aaron things. John's like, I knew you weren't going to die from that. And they're like, what do we need to do with this? And they're like, all right, keep Aaron away from this shiny centipede looking thing. We don't know what's going to happen. Because the rumbling has stopped. It has stopped. But they're like, if Aaron gets near this shiny centipede thing, it's probably going to start again. If that happens, this isn't good. One of the Marlesians, and I think this is Annie's dad, are like, did you hurt your leg? And he's like, nah, it's been this way. Thank you. If you didn't bomb from the sky, we'd be trying to kill each other. So they're all just like actually being peaceful. They're like, well, we have been in the complete wrong for a long time. So help me with this cannon. We made enough mistakes. Let's take care of this together. They realize, okay, we need to take care of Aaron before things go bad. Which, too little, too late. But Annie runs in and meets up with her dad. There's a smoke going off. They're like, Armin and Reiner both are like, what is that? And everybody's like, it's from that shiny thing. And then they're like, no, it doesn't smell like it's a dead Titan. Connie is the first to realize this is the same thing as Recussion Village. And this right here is where my heart started to sink. And that's when I realized, oh man. Because there's that joke going around where Isayama, the manga for Attack on Titan, has, I don't know if this is like a real thing or if this is just like a meme that people have said, because whenever I'm done writing Attack on Titan, I plan on just going and creating a spa with the tears of my readers. So I was thinking, okay, the tears of those readers are just basically him just fucking up this ending so bad that everybody just crying like tears of anger or whatever. But no. When Connie says that this is the same thing as Ragako Village, I'm like, wait, oh yeah, that's where he is from, right? And I'm like, what is that? I was like, at first I was like, what does that exactly mean? And then Levi's like, Mikasa, Peak, get on Falco. We're getting out of here. And they're like, and Falco's like, what? What are you talking about? Ackermans and shifters are an exception. You should know what to do. No way. And Peak's like, no way, and he's like, hurry. And after they get off, you just see everybody like just like broken. You see like this couple crying in each other's arms. Gabby's just like, she's just like accepted it. Falco is just like screaming. Gabby and John are just like, this is the end for us. They're leaving it to us. It's the Scouts' way. Do you remember, John? During our graduation, yeah, we ended up saving the world because of you. Annie's in front of her dad. And all the Paradise people turn into Titans. And Reiner and Armin are like, how is this possible? Okuyasu, I believe, is like, what the hell just happened? And he's like, Dad? And so the Marlesians are like, the captain is like, they're terrified, which rightfully so. They're having to fight both Aaron and a bunch of Turn Paradisians. I think that's what they're called. Like I said, I can't remember off the top of my head. And then we see the centipede. All the Titans are running towards it. Reiner's like, he summoned an army. And they're like, you're not getting... And he's like, you're not getting past me. And for the Armor Titan, he sure can't stay... He can't stay armored. He just keeps getting his shit rocked. And then we have Aaron Colossal versus Armin Colossal. Armin's like, you really love this hell, don't you, Aaron? Alright, I'll follow you to the end. So they just start fighting. And this right here, like I said, at first I was just like, wait, why does that sound familiar? And then when everybody started turning Titans, I was like, oh, I was like, damn. This part is where my heart went from like here to here. And this shit just broke me. And like I said, when I said that I was heartbroken reading this, it wasn't because I was disappointed in this chapter. It wasn't because I was just like, Isayama fucked up or whatever. I had originally planned on making a video, probably right whenever, like last month, whenever 137 was released. I was like, there are 3 possible endings for how I see Attack on Titan going. Eren wins. Every single person, with the exception of Eren, is killed on this planet. And because of that, Eren is made free. He's a free man. He doesn't have to worry about anybody ever coming to attack him. But he's lost. He is alone. He will die alone. But he's free. Very similar to the way how I kind of thought was Ryuk, I believe. I can't remember, but Devilman Crybaby. Whenever he kills Akira, and he's just like, "Hey Akira, you know this, and this," and then all of a sudden he just looks over, and he's the last thing alive before God comes and destroys the earth. And you can just hear him crying out for Akira because the only person that he's ever truly loved is dead by his hand. Then there was like a kind of like a bittersweet ending, which is where I think that this is going. So after all this fighting and everything, Mikasa's getting these headaches, and she's having this dream of Eren and Mikasa. They ran away. They got to live their life together. She got to be with the person that she was in love with, or somewhat, or whatever. She's basically saying, and in her dream, it's been 2 months since they abandoned everything and they ran away together. The war against Marley ended. They'll invade Paradise soon. We all die if we don't run. Armin's probably looking for us. I made Historia live through hell. And couldn't make up my mind between breeding livestock and genocide. Let's just live the last 4 years of my life peacefully. Just the 2 of us. And this is what you said, Mikasa. Yeah, sorry, I promise not to talk about this. And in this dream, Eren's like, can you promise me one thing? When I die, throw the scarf away. You'll live long after I'm gone. And forget about me and be free. Please, Mikasa, forget about me. And Eren just punches the ever-loving shit out of Armin. And Mikasa, watching all this happen, tightens up the scarf and says, I can't. Eren is in the mouth. I'll kill him. Help me do it. She makes it into the mouth, sees Eren, and cuts his head off. In the very end, and this is like at first I thought maybe that, okay, this was a fake thing, maybe someone just drew this, maybe it's just fan art, and people were just saying, oh yeah, this is part of the end of the chapter. This is just, it's weird, dude. So basically what happens is that Mikasa makes it into the Titan form of Eren, cuts off his head while he's still in the Titan form, and then kisses it, like his decapitated head. I'm just like, This is weird as fuck, man. Like, what? But in the background, we see Ymir, the original Ymir. So going back to what I was saying earlier, like I said, I thought there was three possible outcomes for this series. One, the worst ending, that Eren wins, kills everybody on Earth or this planet, and while yes, he is truly free, he will never have to worry about anybody ever coming to him and doing anything ever again. But at the cost of being truly alone. No one else is alive, none of his friends, none of his family. He is free, but alone. Bittersweet ending is Mikasa kills Eren, and everybody like the Paradise Island people and the Paradisians, I believe, and then Marleans and everybody else live on, having come together to defeat this one final enemy, which was Eren. He being the final boss, and everything works out well. And then the third ending was, which is something that I did not want to happen. Like, the way how this story was written, it being a happy ending would have been the worst possible outcome for this series. Basically, what happens is that Eren stops, he lives. Everybody else who hasn't been killed yet lives. Eren goes to jail, or they run away, or something like that. But Eren lives, everybody else lives, yada yada. Like I said, when I was reading it just now, I saw that the note that hey, this is a speed translation. So maybe if they have a chance to come back out, I might try to go and reread it sometime in the future. Maybe try to make an update of this just in case it's a completely different thing, like with the words, like their sentences and everything. After all this, if you still hate this chapter, that's fine. You can hate this chapter. I'm not here to. I'm not. If you're dead set on hating this and you're like, this ruined the series for you. Hey, I'm not here to change your mind. Like, maybe after listening to me talk after this, maybe it did. If it did, cool. If not, I'm not going to sit here and say that you're wrong. I could things have been done better. Yes. The whole Mikasa kissing Eren's decapitated head was not needed, if I'm being honest. That's really fucking weird, dude. That's really fucking weird. But watching, like, specifically, like, John, Connie, Gabby, and all the other Paradisians turn into Titans. That, dude, that fucking broke my heart, dude. Like, I might, in the future, go back and talk about this entire series in some other type of way, but I had to talk about this chapter because this shit hurted, dude. This shit hurt. And again, I'm not trying to say like this shit hurt as in this was just completely horrible in type of way, but it just this is from what I understand. This is the penultimate chapter, right? Second to last or first to last chapter. I don't know what the proper term is, but correct me down below. But I truly want to know how this series is going to end. Like, what is Ymir going to do? Because she showed up right behind Mikasa after she killed Eren. I will only be disappointed in this series if Ymir is able to like, oh hey, Eren's alive. He's not. Guess what? I kind of gave up on my revenge for everything that's ever happened to me. So Eren, you're good to go. Go live a happy life. If that happens, That's how I'm going to be pissed off with this series. But if Ymir's like, okay, I'll stop. I'll just die, and y'all can go on. I'm not gonna be as happy, but better than Eren just coming back alive. No consequences. But I don't know. I can't wait for this next chapter next month. If you read this chapter, what are your thoughts down below? Please, let's try to get this discussion going. As always, as much as I love to hear myself talk, I really want to hear other people's thoughts. If you made it this far, thank you very much. I want y'all to have a fantastic night, day, whatever, and I'll see y'all later.